got
that
buddies.
I found. I'm like, there must be a millennial who wrote this article because it was from Glamour, by the way. Yahoo Health works for Glamour and kind of repost stuff. I'm like, it must be a millennial who wrote this because it said bed buddies.
Yeah.
That's
why you
not
gotta
bed
get tested.
buddy, like singular, but buddies.
Buddies.
It had to be a millennial who wrote this. It said, are you asking if they're tested for STDs? And it says pretty much, if they say, well, yes, I just got tested, then it said, then people start wondering, is it a coincidence or are they lying?
But that's a good question.
And
That's a good question.
Well,
I don't think guys go to the doctor like that. It's really hard to get most men in for. Some has to fall off before a guy will you just don't up and go. So I don't know how many. Shut up, Rob. I don't know how many guys just are that responsible to go unless something is wrong. So is that what they're alluding?
Well, they said there has been a rise in STDs, and
Because you got buddies.
exactly, plural, which is never good. And they said, based on this article at Glamour, they started asking real guys opposed to fake guys. I don't know what that means. Real means they're going to be honest with us, or fake meaning they're going to lie. I'm not sure what that means. See, this whole article had me asking questions the whole
Right.
I'm like, what's a real guy opposed to what's a fake guy? I thought that was interesting. About kind of what their habit is in regards to protecting themselves beyond just normal protection.
Mm-hmm.
And some guys said pretty much that truthfully, if they find themselves in a long-term relationship, they only get tested if it's tied to a physical.
That's what I mean.
That they honestly don't go frequently
Right.
to be tested, even if they're sexually active.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
One guy said, well, I got tested once a year, and that's because it's my annual physical. I had insurance. Remember that insurance that conversation we had?
Yes.
But sometimes less than often because it was pretty much only because it was an annual appointment. So what they're pretty much saying is if you don't get a person who's adamant about their health and does that annual physical, chances are they won't get tested. And if it's anything like when women go to the doctor, they ask you if you want to be tested. It's not like a given. Your doctor will be like, is there any reason you need to be tested? Like, if you're real cool with your doctor, like, you need to be tested. I'm like, excuse you? Whatever. What are you saying, doctor?
I think they ask because you should just be tested.
But this was weird. One guy went on record and saying, I've never had anything, so I haven't been tested in years. I know, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
So
bad.
because he's never been a victim of an STD, he said he's never bothered to be tested on a regular basis.
So I guess that's why you ask.
Another person said they only got tested annually when they did because their partner was insistent that they do it.
See, that's why you ask. I think it's a joint venture. Everybody wants to be safe. Nobody wants the itchies. So
Well, I think it's beyond the itchies because here's the thing that's kind of a little disconcerting about STDs with men. It depends on what you have,
Yes.
like gonorrhea or whatever. It may take a little bit longer to manifest before you get the
Some
itchy,
stuff you can't get
itchies,
rid of.
yada, yada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you may walk around a little bit longer before you realize, and women especially even longer, before they know something is wrong, depending upon what it is. Now, Joe Crabshack is different. That's going to appear immediately. But syphilis and gonorrhea, and unfortunately things like chlamydia, warts. God, that's so disgusting.
Oh my gosh. That's not going to rear its ugly head for a while.
So it's interesting in this world of people being more sexually provocative and open-minded, yet the idea of being healthy and consistently testing themselves isn't prevalent.
That's shocking.
No, it's sad. You know what it is? It's not shocking because here's what I've always found. People don't like to be in the know about things they need to be in the know about. Right. Seriously. No matter whether it's about sex, whether it's about your health, anything that has
I don't want to know I got high blood pressure. I don't want to know that. I don't want to go and know that.
People usually are standing on the brink of oblivion, like, oh my God, teetering over, and then they have to know. Yeah. Because it's that fear factor. Yes. So people don't they don't go to the doctor. No, people often don't start going to the doctor like they should until they get to be older.
I'm telling you, until something starts to fall off and be like, I really should go get this checked out. You will live. And then it gets to a time where you're like, I should really go and start checking on something. That's when you go to the doctor, when something's wrong, when it's too late.
It's too late. So it's really sad in this world of freedom, free sex for all, that people don't want to be responsible, which means, with that being said, ladies, since real fellas, are admitting that they're not on top of their game, you better be on top of their game.
Step your game up.
Step your game up, because unfortunately...
Especially if you have buddies.
That's right, if you've got buddies. My buddies. What's that, a song?
Yeah.
De La Soul?
Yes.
Great Rob, you know what to play next. Anyways, the Maya Akai Show here on Smooth 90.5 FM HD. Here with Nikki Brayton. Let's take a break and the conversation will continue.
The Maya Akai Show on Smooth 90.5 FM.
My sister wants me to say something so bad, I'm going to say it when we come back. What we got to talk about?
What she wants you to say?
Because she was listening. She was like, Scrub Daddy is the bomb. And I was like, okay, you know what Scrub Daddy is. The little face thing. And she's like, say it. I'm like, okay.
Is it a cleaning thing? Oh, you can say it. Hey, somebody weighed in. Yes, somebody weighed in our comments.
I'm like, my sister really wants me to tell everybody that Scrub Daddy is the bomb. So I'm going to tell her. Ernest just tuned in, he said.
Janet Jackson.
What's the car?
Her new song? That's what you released on Twitter, right? Okay, we'll talk about that. Cool.
Oh, that's Yami. I've been spelling this boy's name wrong forever. I don't know. He sent me a request, but it didn't pop up. You see how, oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, play that.
Esurance was born online, which means fewer costs, which saves money. Their customer experience is virtually paperless, which saves paper, which saves money.
Rob, you got two things going at the same time?
So you only pay for what's right for you, which saves money.
Welcome back to the Maya Akai Show here on Smooth 90.5 FM HD. Of course, you may be listening to Very Serious Radio, channel 432, and of course, streaming worldwide at Live 365. Or you can watch and listen. Check us out on the station website. Go to WJSBDC Radio. I just totally mumbled right over that one because I was eating something when Rob threw it back to me and didn't feel like chewing. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Rob. I wasn't ready. So I was like chewing on something, and I'm like, he's like, go. And I'm like, wait, okay. So let me try that one more time.
Do it again.
Now that
Take two.
Right. I didn't get a drink behind that or anything. WGSJBCradio.com. You can watch and listen via live stream or just listen as well. We just wrapped up our Healthy You. Two very different subjects. Mm-hmm. Actually, somebody weighed in on the healthy cleaning thing.
For the love of heaven, my sister wants me to let everybody know that Scrub Daddy is the bomb.
What is Scrub Daddy?
I think Scrub is that little sponge thing. It's a face on it, and do you watch Shark Tank? No. It was on Shark Tank, and they took this thing. It's in Home Depot. It's like everywhere. I think that's the Scrub Daddy, and it's supposed to be phenomenal for cleaning anything.
So it's a sponge that helps you clean from room to room, it says.
Yes. The Scrub Daddy. That's it. With the little smiley face. Yes. I was right. That's exactly what it is.
I have never seen this before. Yeah. It looks kind of creepy. I don't want to use that.
No, I heard it's like fantastic.
I know, but it scares me.
My sister said it's the bomb.
It scares me. Like, I would walk in my bathroom at night with night light on, that would scare me.
Oh. Really?
It looks scary. Come on, dude. Look at that.
It's a smile. It's a smiley face.
No.
See, that's the Shark Tank.
No, it looks wicked. I'm not using that.
All right. Well, apparently
Scrub Daddy is possessed.
So I have relayed the message.
No, I'll try it out. We'll see. But see, my thing about Scrub Daddy is it says clean room to room. But my thing is, does it come with that? It's sanitary. Like, do you do something that after each use that makes it, proper to use? See Meat Sponge Daddy.
Yes.
Now available in fine materials near you. So I'm just curious. Like, it's got a flexible texture. I get that. But I'm just curious, how is it in regards to, it says it's scrub free, so it must make things easier to clean.
Yes.
But how is it in regards to being truly, like, sanitary?
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna research it.
We're gonna research it.
I'm gonna grab a Scrub Daddy. And
apparently your sister likes Scrub Daddy.
She likes Scrub Daddy.
I think she's like, it's called Scrub Daddy. That's what it is. You like that it's called Scrub Daddy. I know what this is all about. Anyways.
She knows my
What's
sister.
up, Scrub Daddy?
That was Maya.
I'm just kidding. It does have a funny name though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke.
And it's Sponge Daddy.
There was a joke behind that to begin with. Why is it called Scrub Daddy?
Because the guy was a dad who did it, and he was cleaning. I think he was a stay-at-home dad, and he invented it to clean, so he was the Scrub Daddy.
I think he makes his wife say that.
He makes Scrub Daddy.
Hey, Scrub Daddy. All right. So thank you for. Hey, I'll check it out. I'm willing to try anything.
Yes.
If somebody makes a recommendation to me about something and they say it's good, I'll try it out. See if it's good.
Let's try it out. We'll report back to you.
We'll report back. We're going to take that recommendation, check it out. It says it's at fine retailers near me.
So it's everywhere.
I'm going to check it out and see if it's got a It's got a product family.
Yeah, there are
Scrub
a lot
Daddy
of daddies.
Original, Scrub Daddy Color, Scrub Daddy Lemon Fresh. Okay. See? It's got the Scrub and Erase, a Scrub Daisy, which is a wand.
I think that's for getting in the bottom of glasses or cups or something.
Then there's Scrub Daddy Heavy Duty Jumbo Blocks. I mean, this is a whole product line here. All right, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see how good it is.
Thanks
We're
for the
popping
tip.
up everywhere. Actually,
Dr. Brown,
on their website,
thanks.
Yeah, they should be here in Illinois. It looks like
They are. They're everywhere. They're at Home Depot.
I'm gonna try it out. I go to Home Depot, so I will check out Scrub Daddy and report back if it was worth you investing your dollars in.
We got you.
I will do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shift gears and talk, obviously, celebrity gossip and a side-eye. Okay.
What's going on?
I want you to start out with the Taylor Swift thing.
Taylor Swift has pulled.
She has got mad pull. And then who she pulled this on blew my mind.
Taylor Swift has, the amount of power this girl has is insane. Apparently she got into it with Apple because what they were doing, they were giving free subscriptions, like for 3 months of free trial.
Oh, really?
For music, and then they were playing, so people could try it out for 3 months.
Did you download music though?
Yes, and
3 months of free music on iTunes.
Yeah, so
wow.
she wasn't getting paid. She was like, "That's not right. You're giving them free to try everything out for free, and that means they get me for free." And she was like, "And 3 months is a long time for anybody to work for free." So they came back and was like, "We're sorry, and we're gonna pay you for that." Just like that.
Okay, now here's my question. Now, Taylor Swift, who I happen to like. I have no problem with Taylor Swift. People often say they hate her because they think she's too goody-goody. I'm like, what's wrong? So she's not raunchy, that's a problem?
Right.
So everybody's got to be raunchy?
Right.
I'm like, I'm okay with a person who's just, okay, so whatever. She's vanilla, literally.
Right.
Why is that wrong? And she snagged Calvin Harris, so she can't be too vanilla. I'm just kidding, anyways. But this young woman has built her brand in a way that is so amazing.
Yes.
And for her to get iTunes to come back
and
be like, okay, you're right, we probably shouldn't have. But at the same time, I'm like, Taylor, you swear that you're just like this, you have an awesome fan base. Is it really so bad for 3 months people got to listen to your music?
Apparently, she's like, nobody works that long for free. You can't do that.
But that just tells you, but you know what's crazy about that? That just tells you what a businesswoman she really is. Mm-hmm. And the fact, so my thing is, but does this open the floodgates for all the other artists?
Yes.
That's why I was like, why would they agree to that? Because now everybody can come back and go,
that's what she's done.
Now that you've mentioned this,
yes,
you did it to us too.
Yes, that's what she's done. And I think they're gonna start paying. Yeah, they're gonna start announcing it will pay the artists. They're gonna pay everybody. Just
now here's what's interesting about this. Apple is a pretty astute company.
Yes.
They're global. Honestly, Apple, you're just me being one of them, are very loyal. Mm-hmm. I find it hard to believe that when they put together this plan, which, by the way, isn't bad. I knew nothing about it because I would have subscribed and download to holy hell, okay? Because there's plenty of stuff I want music-wise that's on iTunes that I won't pay to really, I won't do it. But if I hadn't known about that, I would have logged on instantly and downloaded like for 2 days. Yeah. Seriously, downloaded all kinds of stuff. Yeah. They would have told me, stop, you've gone too far. You get sometimes those messages, like you can just slow down.
Overload.
Yeah, I would have got one of those overload messages. But I find it hard to believe they wouldn't consult with their legal team before they would jump into something like this. Because they had to know that it's the same thing that Napster had with artists. They didn't like that people were exchanging music for free. It was an issue.
Right.
So I was like, in the aftermath of Napster, and actually Metallica was the group, along with Prince, that went after Napster. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, stop giving up our stuff for free.
Right.
Okay, and that was actually a fan-driven site. Who consulted them and said that they didn't think that the artists were going to come back and have an issue with this?
Well, I think nobody did have because nobody knew about it. Like, you didn't know.
But before, no, my thing is, but word catches on. That's what I'm saying. But my thing is, before most companies launch any type of free subscription thing like this, it's one thing to listen. It's another thing to be able to download. It's entirely different. You listening, okay, that's a plus for the artist because then you can click and go buy the music. But to allow people to download, who at Apple didn't do their homework?
I don't know. But I guess it was a 3-month thing, and she's like, that's way too long for a trial. You know,
I agree. Usually 30 days is the maximum.
Yes.
No one's going to give me nothing for 90 days. Are you kidding me? I just can't believe that Apple would be so careless and that their legal team wouldn't have told them this was going to be an issue, especially with the free download of music.
Well, they fixed it. They said, we hear you.
But I'm just wondering what this is going to cost them. Because if it's her, then all of a sudden everybody else is right behind her.
But obviously, they're going to pay their artists.
Now, obviously, they can look at probably who downloaded what and what they owe people.
Sure.
So some people ain't going to make as much money as they might have thought they were going to.
Nobody checking for you.
Right. Everybody checking for you. Sit down, Mariah Carey. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody want that? No, I'm just kidding. I just can't believe they wouldn't have given it for it. See, that's why I don't understand sometimes. Like, you just assume that when people are in business, that they really have, Apple probably has one of the best legal teams you can possibly have.
Sure.
And when they put this plan out, they're like, hey, we're trying to attract people to iTunes, which is interesting because iTunes user have to have Apple products. So is this a sign that, I mean, I don't subscribe to iTunes.